I'll start recording right now. I think that's working. Okay. Perfect. So that way, if you have any coworkers or know of any individuals that weren't able to join in, you'll still they'll still have a chance to see the recording and learn about the process. So today's presentation, I'm going to have a couple interactive sessions near the end. So if you're wanting to share ideas and participate, we of course welcome that. And it looks like everyone has muted themselves, which is great. So that eliminates from any background noise that may occur if you have your mic on. And if you have any questions throughout, I have Jennifer, which some of you may have met through emails or phone calls. She's from our team and will be helping monitor questions and throughout the presentation. So feel free to type away and ask throughout. And also, as I mentioned, you could unmute yourself and just ask using your voice as well. So I don't mind that. So I think we'll get started here. So yes. So the whole basis of the Authentic Indigenous Moments program is it's really celebrating the visitor to host connection. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate that some of the best travel stories come from those unexpected moments we have with other cultures. And these can be very simple moments. They can be something a little more extravagant. But those are always the stories that visitors end up sharing. And that's where the great benefit of word of mouth advertising comes from. And those are always those personal, special moments that you want to share with your friends and family and with other people as well. So that's the heart of this program. And so here's just a photo in northern Quebec, just to get everyone in the mind frame of what this project is all about. So this is something that people in the community of Chisasipe in northern Quebec do all the time. They clean the fish, cut them, and it's just prepare everything, and that's just part of the life. But for a visitor to experience that, it ends up being a really special moment. So these are the types of experience that we want to celebrate through the program. So officially introducing Ontario's Indigenous Moments. So this is will be the first community host to visitor connection platform on a provincial level. So it's a really exciting project to be a part of. And I'll be explaining of how all of that works through this presentation. So I'm sure that you all are familiar with Airbnb and the type of sharing economy products that are out there right now. And oh, I think someone either left or joined. I'll just continue here. So with Airbnb, people probably know it, how it originally started as a system where you could rent out rooms of your house or your whole home. And it's all about, you don't need to be a business owner. You could be an individual, and it's a chance to earn some extra income. And also what visitors and tourists like about booking with Airbnb is you get that real local experience. You live in a neighborhood, in a home or an apartment, or have a room at a family's house. So right away you get that special experience. And just recently, Airbnb launched their Experience a City Like a Local products. So this is essentially very similar to what Ontario's Indigenous Moments will be like. And as you can see on the screen, they have a variety of different activities that you can do. For $12, you could play football with Barcelona locals. You can go sailing and sip vermouth. You could hike through the woods with someone, learn how to cook. These are all experiences with locals. And a lot of these individuals don't have their own businesses. And so this is just something on the side that you do. So it allows you the freedom if you have your own, say, full-time job that you don't necessarily want to give up at the moment, but you really want to take people out on the weekend or in the evenings and share an experience with them. This is a perfect platform to do so. So when, I guess the question is who can be involved in this project? And we refer to kind of the best fit for Ontario Indigenous moments are the cultural entrepreneurs. So those are individuals that want to celebrate and share their culture with visitors. And this is something that makes the experience really special. It provides people a chance just to share what they love about their community or their culture with visitors too. And it can be simple moments from 1 hour experiences to a full day activity or even multi-day excursions. So again, this photo is just a moment that we had in Ontario, actually, where the group that we were with learned how to build a drum. And so you can see everyone's happy and engaged in the activity. And it was just a very kind of raw family style experience. So this opens the door for you don't need a cookie cutter, super structured experience. It can be something you're welcoming someone into a family experience or just something that you regularly do in the community. So it's really up to the individual to create their own moment and what they want to share with someone. So I have a little video. I'm not sure how it's gonna play over um, with net meetings, so just bear with me. But we've created it just as a way to inspire people of the types of experiences that you could share with people. So we'll just take a moment and watch this video. Oh. Okay, I hope that played okay for everyone. We also have, we started a Facebook page for Indigenous Tourism Ontario. So we encourage you all to, if you are a social media user, to join that. And we'll be posting videos and information about programs, photos, inspiring stories from people throughout. So just a little side note, and we can send all of you the link on how to join the Facebook page after this as well. So as you saw from the video, really the sky's the limit of the types of moments that you can experience. They could be something related to food or just going out on the land, storytelling, and doing an actual activity like a boat ride or ATV excursion. And it's really up to the individual on what they want to share with a visitor. And the best part of being involved with Ontario Indigenous Moments is that it's so easy to set up a profile and upload your experience. So I'll explain how that all happens now. So the first step is creating your profile. So I'm sure a lot of you have experienced creating a Facebook profile or LinkedIn or some sort of social media profile. So it will be available once the website is up and running. It'll be available for people to upload easily online. And of course, an ITO representative will always be happy to help if you're not tech savvy or need assistance to get your profile up there. But it will really highlight the individual. So that's what Authentic Indigenous Moments is all about. It's highlighting that individual that's going to share a moment with someone. So you create your own personal profile. So you will essentially be the star of your experience. So these are just a couple examples of what your profile shot could be. You could take it with your iPhone, or you can have a professional take the photo for you. And you want something natural, showing your face so it's recognizable for people that are booking the experience. Because at that point is when you start developing a relationship with the visitor that's going to be coming and enjoying a moment with you. So the profile includes your name, of course, and your contact details. So email address, phone number, your photo, a brief biography, video if you want to share a video of yourself and an experience that you'll be sharing. That's encouraged, and also what languages you speak. So for international visitors, that sometimes is important. So once you create your own individual profile, then it's a matter of creating your moment at that point. So once your profile's completed, then you just list an experience that you want to offer. And each moment will include a tour description of what the experience is all about. Photos and videos always help to promote and help share what your experience is all about to potential bookers. You're in charge of your own schedule. So if you're only available on Saturdays or Sundays to do something, that's you have the ability to do that and list that it's a Saturday experience or only available Tuesday, Thursday evenings, or you could schedule it as you wish. And then at that point, you link your moment to your own personal profile so people can look at the experience and then also read about their cultural entrepreneur or their guide that they'll be connecting with. And then you'll also link with your payment details. So once the website is programmed and ready to go, you'll upload payment details, which will either be PayPal or swipe systems. So it's a safe, secure online payment system that makes it easy for guests to pay online and then for you to also receive your money. So, so that's always something to take note of, and the whole system will be programmed. So when someone makes a request for booking, then you'll receive a notification at that point just to confirm that you are available for that time. You confirm it, the guest will pay online for the experience, and once the experience has been delivered, then you'll get transferred the money for delivering that product. So it's a very simple system, and it works completely online. So it's nice and easy for everyone.
I have a question.
Yeah, of course.
Um, is this available through a mobile app or all notifications through email only?
What we'll be doing is the website will be function as a mobile website. And we're just in the process of our development team is setting up the system. So once it is programmed and up live, we'll do another webinar training system with everyone that signed up and just explain how everything works. But it'll be a very easy system, and we'll make it uh, how you receive notifications that it's the best way to reach the guide.
Hmm.
So all those details are going to be fleshed up. We're currently in the process of developing all the back end side for the program. So that's a good question. So I'll just make a note of that and clarify.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. Uh, so yeah, again, it's this whole program is celebrating connecting with locals and really getting at the heart of what cultural tourism is all about. It's experiencing something, learning something with a local. So that's something that you want to celebrate. And from the moment a visitor encounters the website, they'll start to create a relationship. They'll read the bio of the guide that they're connecting with and be able to message and ask questions leading up to the trip. So it's all about personally connecting with individuals. So here are some of the benefits and just an overview of the project. So some of the benefits for the cultural entrepreneurs that join, you have the ability to accept payments from anywhere in the world, ability to set your own schedule. The program will be a very easy to use platform. ITO, as I mentioned, once the program is up and running online, we'll give free training sessions on how to use the program. And then there's always an ITO representative that's available for support as well if you have any issues. You'll be able to have secure direct deposit payments through this system. ITO will support with marketing and business services. So this is a really great feature of this product is once you have your profile uploaded, ITO will be promoting this at the provincial and also national level through um, Canada's Tourism Commission and doing a media release and promoting this program. So it won't be something that you as an individual have to pay out of your pocket for marketing because you'll be under the umbrella and support of ITO. So that's a really great service. Also, access to training programs. So through ITO, you'll receive notifications to join different training programs with regards to whether it's marketing, product development, product refinement, and so forth. Uh, they'll through the online system, you can easily control your agenda and schedule. So if your schedule changes or you're not in the community, say for a 2-month period, you can easily update that and change that. So you're in control of your schedule. And travelers will be able to connect with you directly. So this is a really great way just to create those personal connections with the people that want to share a moment with you. And yeah, the main purpose of authentic indigenous moments is under the ITO platform. It creates that clear tourism identity, and it encourages entrepreneurship and employment opportunities. And a variety of different experiences are under one platform. So that's a really great feature for visitors that are coming to Canada and want to experience an Indigenous moment. Um, Sometimes it's overwhelming of where to start, what area do I even go to? So now everything's going to be featured under one platform. And so it's a great way to maximize for marketing activities and a great way to encourage visitors just to explore what's available in the province of Ontario and in a very easy to use way.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Is this only for individual entrepreneurs, or do organizations like Wakwamcong Tourism be able to set up their own profile here as well?
So how this system works, it is based for individuals that are offering an experience.
Okay.
So if there are individual in the community of Wikwemikwan that want to be a part of this, they can each set up their own personal profile. Um, Also, that's a good question though, because I know there are a lot of community organizations that work together. So what I'll do is I'll ask if it's potential to go under an organization, and maybe that's a matter of just listing uh, different guides, having multiple profiles. Yeah, I'm just thinking of how that would work, but currently the system is set up for individuals.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of activity. So for those that want to uh, share and participate, you're welcome to. If if not, don't feel pressure. But I just wanted to do a little demonstration on um, how easy it is to create that moment. Because a lot of people are, think that you need something fully programmed and set up, where really it could be something simple that someone's ready to essentially offer to visitors tomorrow. And so those are things that we want to experience. So the first question that I have is, what was one of your favorite travel experiences where you met a local and shared a memorable experience? So I'll start just to give an example. This is a photo of a woman from a recent trip that I did to India. It was in a small village in eastern India, and I was with a guide that took me to this village that was famous for making textiles. And this family just invited us into their house, and she wanted to share how you make one of the blankets from scratch. So in this photo, she's holding the raw silk, and then she showed the process from when she gathers the silk to making the finished product. And it was just such an authentic, incredible experience just to be welcomed into her home and see how you make these beautiful, colorful silk blankets. And I ended up buying one from her, and then she ended up feeding me all this food, and we just shared this wonderful experience together. And so that was just one of my favorite travel moments that just seemed very unrehearsed and natural. And I was happy to, um, I would be happy to pay for an experience like that and buy a blanket. So these are the types of experiences that uh, we encourage for this program, and it's really up to the individual um, to choose what type of moment that you want to share. So I'll kind of open it up to you guys. If anyone has an experience or a story to share of one of your favorite moments, you could do so.
I'll share a moment.
Sure, great.
So I went to the Dominican Republic in 2011 and I stayed at an all-inclusive resort. However, we made friends with some of the staff because one of our first nights we wanted to go out dancing, like out
Mm-hmm.
into the town.
Mm-hmm.
So they took us out dancing and then they ended up taking us out every day. So
Oh, awesome.
we got to go to a ball game. We got to go dancing at other places. They took us out to the beaches, which were a lot nicer than the beaches that were at our resort. They took us out
Nice.
to, local places to eat. They took us out to the spot where they hung out, so we actually just got to hang out like a regular local and, ask lots of questions. Um, you know,
That's great.
that was great. And we were the only time we were on dessert was on the daytime when they were working. They were
Yeah.
done at like they were done at like 2 or something. So
Oh,
we would meet
great.
up and then we were gone all night again.
That's great. Yeah, so
Mhm.
these are, yeah, the type of things that um, with this program that you could share for sure.
Mhm.
Does anyone else want to share a moment? Okay, no problem, but I'm sure you all get the idea. And so basically for those that are interested in joining as an individual, or if you are involved with a community organization, uh, it is really easy to work with cultural entrepreneurs that have something that they want to share with visitors. And we just basically made it into three simple steps on how fast you can develop in a moment. So the first is just choosing a moment that you can share with someone, really thinking about what makes it unique and special, and then putting a price to it. Putting a price to it is sometimes a little hard because it's something that you love to do, but at the same time, I know from myself, I travel quite a bit, and I'm if it's you're helping out a local and making that personal connection as a traveler, I'm always happy to contribute um, and pay a fair price for a special experience. So, is anyone want to test drive AIM and share something that you potentially can see in your community being an experience? And then you could just go through the three steps. Okay, that's okay. But basically, I'll just do a very quick example. So, say it is something in your community, something simple that I'm sure all of you could relate to or have done yourselves, is just doing a bannock bake over the fire. So, what makes it special is that you'll be sitting around a fire, sharing stories about what it's like living in your community while you're learning how to make bannock from scratch and how you would wrap it around the stick, roast it over the fire. And for something like that, you could charge $20 for, a 1 to 2 hour experience, just storytelling and sharing an experience of how to make bannock with a visitor in your community. So as you can see, it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. We encourage all types of different experiences and moments in the community. And the main thing is just to encourage cultural entrepreneurs to get out there and share what makes your community special and what you're passionate about and proud of in your community. So basically, in a nutshell, those are that's the Authentic Indigenous Moment project, and we're recruiting. We have a goal to try to um, have 50 experiences in Ontario developed by end of this month. It's an ambitious goal, but we're confident that there are a lot of great experiences and people that are wanting to share that are currently out there. We have Jennifer from our team that's been calling businesses and communities that we have and assisting them with creating their profiles and giving more information. And so there's a support team to get you started and get your moment off the ground. And we also have started a Facebook group that will be for people that have joined the Authentic Indigenous Moments project. So that'll be a way for people to ask questions, and we'll be sharing up-to-date info as the website is currently still being developed. So you'll be getting updates on the status of that, and also invites to different upcoming training programs of getting to the next stage of this project. So those are kind of the next steps to get going for the Indigenous Moments project. So I'll open it up to you guys. Does anyone have any questions about the program and of how to get started, or want to share any ideas?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. What is the cost to the entrepreneur? Is there
So,
a cost?
so right now, there is no cost to join. Uh, we're offering it completely free until and well for the first year as a service through ITO. Eventually, just to start to pay for this type of service, they'll just ITO will take a certain percentage. We haven't decided yet, but it'll be something along the lines of 10%. We'll also be, as we do with the training programs, just giving people um, advice on how to price out your experience. So you could always, when someone is developing a moment, you can have what you want to make in your mind, and then it's just a matter of adding 10%. So then you don't actually see a loss in profit, and then that 10% will just go into managing the website platform and services provided by ITO.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we have some questions here. Oh, I think Jennifer is.
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, so it's very similar to other services like Airbnb that are out there, and that sharing economy model.
So you're providing the platform for the individual to sell their package on your website for the
Exact.
first year free.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And well, we're an organization here. We're Welcome Tourism from Brandon Park.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just wondering if you'd be providing some promotional materials so we can maybe advertise your program within our community to
Yeah,
guides.
for
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We have some posters and social media posts that we
Hmm.
can send to you, and I'll also be developing just a general video as well that you can share on social media as well. So yeah, so definitely we'll have a little promo package that we can send out to communities and organizations that want to recruit.
Yeah, it sounds like a good opportunity for guides to really enhance their packages.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, and it will all be under a great, easy to use platform. ITO will be, of course, promoting it and having that as one of their main mandates and missions. So, as an individual that wants to get started, it's sometimes overwhelming, especially when it comes to marketing, to get
Hmm.
your experience out there. So, under this platform, it creates just more opportunities at that individual level, making it easier for them.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions?
There's a question there on the chat.
Okay. Where are we?
I think the
Oh,
question was just about the if it's only for individuals or if it's for organizations as well. So at the moment, we're just gearing the program towards individual entrepreneurs, but perhaps in the future we might have organizations on there as well.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Jennifer, for clarifying that.
I
And
have a
also,
question.
oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, sorry. Is there any type of screening for the entrepreneur, or they can just do their own thing?
Well, how the screening process works, it will be a review based system. So it's again up to the individual to deliver a good product, and you want to get a good review, just how TripAdvisor works, Airbnb. So it's really up to the individual to deliver a good product. When you do sign up for the this program, you will get a guidebook that has everything that you need to deliver a successful experience. So, information about um, training programs, different safety programs that you should have. So, if you are taking someone on a boat tour, you'll need to obviously have proper coverage and boat safety training for that, just to make sure that people are safe when they take people out on experiences. And those will all be helped by an ITO representative and working with the individual or organization in the community to help the entrepreneurs get everything they need to get out there and up and running. And yeah, the guidebook has overview of everything, information on pre-trip guidelines. So if someone books an experience and there's certain clothing or things that the individual needs to bring, they'll be able to know what to send out to them. So in the guidebook, we made it pretty detailed and easy to use for all the things to consider when you offer your experience.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And just a question from Brian here. Is there a customer feedback or rating system as time goes on so we can learn from what guests like? So yeah, that's basically the whole idea. There'll be a rating system from the customers. So as soon as they experience a moment through this program, they'll be sent an automatic email on providing a review, and they can leave a testimonial as well. So it really will encourage each individual involved in this program to deliver really great experiences, because you want to have that review, and who better to judge than the actual visitor that's experiencing it. So very similar to TripAdvisor and Airbnb. Is there any other questions? Yeah, and
quick.
oh, yeah, for sure.
So you mentioned you're providing a guidebook to help entrepreneurs, have everything they need. It's up to the entrepreneur themselves to kind of have everything prepared and have all their, insurance, liabilities, safety, that type of thing, right?
Yes, it is.
You're not ensuring that.
It will be up to the individual entrepreneurs just to ensure that they have all the proper safety and training and insurance components, and all the details for that are in the guidebook of how to get started. And ITO will be having their own link to getting insurance through them. So they'll have a provider that provides like a nice discount for entrepreneurs that want to get started in this program. So that's something that ITO is working on, just to make everything easier for individuals to join this program.
So why I'm asking is because it's still up to the entrepreneur if they want to follow those guidelines. And
Yes.
even if they didn't, ITO would still be endorsing them through their platform?
For that is a good question. Yeah, that is a good question. I know that it is something that ITO will, they provide the business support and the marketing platform, but essentially it's up to the individuals to ensure that they have all the proper safety protocols. And it's yeah,
there would be some type of clause on your website indicating that ITO is not liable for these individual experiences.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Any other questions?
Is there a specific definition on what ITO defines authentic Indigenous moment? Like,
there's nothing. It's very open at this point, but essentially it's sharing sharing a local experience with a visitor to your community. So that kind of leaves a wide range for interpretation. It's just what it's
so
like.
As out fishing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be going out fishing. It could just be even storytelling around a fire, learning how to cook something, going out on the land, hearing how to survive out in the wilderness. So it's very open to the individual and what they want to share. Yeah, and just the example that I showed with Airbnb, people are just listing anything. Like you saw you just paid $12 and you can just play soccer with the locals. So it's very, very open to encouraging people just to share something that you love to do, but with a visitor. So you really get that local experience. Just how you mentioned about the Dominican Republic and just like going out and dancing, going to a ball game can be very just kind of raw, unscripted activities like that.
Sounds good. Miigwech.
Great. Any other questions for now? Okay, so I'll finish off with giving just some more background on what's also coming down the pipeline with ITO's programs and it moving forward. So another program with ITO for the tourism organizations and larger businesses that are out there, ITO will be showcasing different providers and tourism businesses and organizations through their website. And they also have a program coming up called the Cultural Authenticity Program. So what this program is all about, it's using a non-regulatory approach to celebrating whether you're an entrepreneur, a business, an organization, a partner, or a travel agent, tour operator. It's a chance to gain recognition for your support for Indigenous tourism experiences in Ontario. So what this program will include is you'll get like a branding package. So similar to, the different products that are, have a stamp of approval that they're fair trade or support the Rainforest Alliance. But this will be related to Indigenous tourism experiences. So there's 4 different types of designations that you can receive. The first is a preserver. So these are Indigenous entrepreneurs and businesses who offer culturally authentic activities based on traditions and skills. There's packagers, which are businesses that provide a tourism experience, service, or product that includes an Indigenous component. So what makes the preserver is they have to be Indigenous, First Nations. A packager can essentially be any tourism business, but they include an Indigenous component in their experience. A partner can be an organization, a corporation, government bodies that endorse or support Indigenous tourism products and services. And then there's the promoters that are tour operators, agencies, RTOs, DMOs that promote those services. So as a individual, business, or organization, you could be one of these, or you could also be all of them. And you'll get a little badge that you can put on your office, kind of a little endorsement, and we'll also provide digital badges that you can put on your website and marketing materials as well. So it's just a program that recognizes people that are doing great work in the field of Indigenous tourism. So that's a program that's coming down the pipeline. And just on this last slide, we just have, if you have any questions about, wanting to know more about what ITO is doing or about some of these programs, you could email or call. Jennifer and I are with Canadian Ecotourism Services, but we're on contract with ITO just to help get these programs up and running. And with on Facebook, we started an Indigenous Tourism Ontario page that will be updating regularly now that these programs are underway. So we encourage you to join them. And as I mentioned too, we'll have a private Facebook group for those that actually sign up for the Authentic Indigenous Moments program. So it'll be another way to stay in the loop and communicate and get more up-to-date information that way. So we'll be there to support and trying to be involved in as many platforms as possible to communicate and share information. And yeah, we welcome all of you to join, and looking forward to seeing how this grows and develops. Does anyone have any more questions?
You mentioned a guidebook.
Yes, yeah.
And
so yeah, so
will
what?
it be coming to us, or would that follow us registering?
Yeah, once you register for the AIM program, the guidebook will be provided that provides all that additional background information on what you need to get your experience up and running.
Great.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you so much for coming out and sharing and asking your questions. We're really excited about this project. And most likely in a couple weeks, we're going to offer another follow-up webinar that just gives some more updates on the program and how everything's moving forward. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, we welcome any questions that you have. Feel free to contact us, and we'll send everyone a follow-up information with some promotional materials that you could share with your coworkers or organizations or people in your community. So, and if there's anything else you need, just contact us.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.